Hello everyone, my name is Kid Lee, and welcome to a very early preview of the new tactical item system and amp system that is going to be put into SWTOR along with Game Update 6.0 SWTOR Onslaught. Now, I have to stress to you, what you're about to see is very early. It is also very much unfinished, so just keep that in mind. Things may change, might be different for the actual launch of the game. But what this will do is give you an idea of how things are going to work. Now, if you're completely unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, with the launch of 6.0, SWTOR is going to be changing the way that loot works in the game, and they're going to be vastly changing and expanding the way that sets work and how sets work with abilities, and in fact, giving us new sets for the first time pretty much ever. Because right now, if you're playing the game, everybody's pretty much going after the one set that is for their class. After 6.0, that is all going to change because you're going to have many, many different sets to choose from, both combat and non-combat. So let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. I think the first thing I want to show you is the tactical item system. Over on the left side here, I've got my character sheet open. And the first thing you'll notice is that there's a new icon right here that says Tactical. It's actually right next to the pants. And as you can see, they have actually updated the preview window, which looks very, very nice right now. Now, in the game, there's actually going to be a number of different ways to get these tactical items. Right now, here on the test server, there's simply this vendor guide that we can go to take a look at some of them. So I'll go ahead and pull that up here real quick. And even looking at this, you can see this is a little bit unfinished. Some have icons, some don't. And so I'm just going to kind of go through some of these to kind of show you what they're going to be doing. I'm not going to necessarily go through all of them because I don't want to show you all of these and then we end up seeing some changes. So probably at some point later on down the road, I could do a video actually showing all of them once we get a little bit closer to launch. But you can see here we've got blasting caps. Cluster bombs deal damage to all enemy targets, around their target, I should say. What's another good one? What's culling shots? Weakening blast deals 50% more damage. That's pretty good. We've got explosive cell. That one looks pretty interesting. What's hollow defense? Hollocate increases your melee and range defense by 30%. 10 seconds when you return. That's interesting. What's another one? What's poison choke? Weakening blast finishes off all your poison effects at once, dealing all the remaining damage. Weakening blast cooldown is increased by 6 seconds. Lots of poison stuff there for your virulent snipers. We got poison splash. Corrosive grenade spreads weakening blast effect. Lethal shot does splash damage to all targets affected by corrosive grenade. So you can kind of get the idea here as we're looking at these sniper variants. These are designed to just enhance your abilities that you already have. This one here, series of shots refreshes interrogation probe and ticks its damage every time it hits, which is pretty cool. So like I said, you're able to buy one of these and put that into that tactical item slot. Now, down the road, there's two things that I want to see. Right now, I personally think that one tactical item's not enough. I think they need to go at least 2, if not 3. And I also think that if in theory, if this is the full list for launch, I would like to see this doubled or tripled. And BioWare has said that they do plan on adding more down the road. But I just hope they do it sooner rather than later. But yeah, more options. Allow me to equip more of these to further customize my character. I think that'd be absolutely fantastic. So that is the tactical item system. Giving you a brief look at that. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the amp system. And this one is a bit more interesting, perhaps. So over here in my inventory, I have a selection of the new 306 armorings, enhancements, and mods. You will now notice that all of these have a random amplifier. You see this one here is minus 1.522 featherweight. Whatever that is. They're adding all kinds of new stats and stuff. Here's lifesteal. I actually saw this one earlier, and I'm like, my God, they're adding lifesteal? That's insane. So 1.33% to lifesteal. That's cool. Attack fast and get your health back, I guess. A couple other ones. Here's a non-combat one. So an armor mech expert. Arms tech expert. Durable coating. Have no idea what that means. We'll go down here. Here's armor penetration. So again, we're not entirely sure what that means, but probably an increased damage stat of some description. Here's another one. 14% to weapon expertise. Again, have no idea what that means. Over here on the left side, they have not added anything to actually show or explain what these extra stats are. So it's going to be interesting to see where they actually put that in game. Is that a tooltip? You know, what explains what these are? So as I said, as you're actually getting these, they are random. So if we come over here and actually take a look at a piece of armor, which I have fully equipped, you'll see all of the amplifiers for that piece of gear based on what you have put in it. So again, this one's got the arms tech, the weapon expertise, the armor mech expert, and then that featherweight. Now, one of the things you might say is, oh, I'm trying to build something in particular. So with 6.0, you can actually build both combat and non-combat armor sets. So you can actually have a crafting set based on some of the stuff that we just saw. You might be getting some of these amps that you don't want, and so you have to have an ability to re-roll them, and BioWare is giving us that option. So if I go ahead and do a modify on this, and again, this is not how it's going to be in the final build, so just keep that in mind. These windows are unfinished, especially this next one. When I click on this, you're going to be like, oh, wow, this looks weird. So here's like a completely unfinished window that they're working on. But this system will allow you to, as it says here, recalibrate the amplifier shells. And so you'll be able to click on this, and it's going to ask you, okay, which one do you want to calibrate or recalibrate? So either 1, 2, or 3. And I'm pretty sure here, when they get it done, it'll say, like, actual armoring mod, enhancement, shell, you know, whatever. So you can actually click on here, you can click update, and then you can actually re-roll that stat. I believe BioWare did say that when you re-roll the stat, it'll come up with a list of things you can choose from. Hopefully they do that, and don't actually just have it random, because that is just going to make everybody mad. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of idea on how that system is going to work. And here on the test server, I don't think they have too many different variations, because I was looking through this, and again, I saw featherweight, whatever that is, lifesteal, featherweight, lifesteal. Again, armor mech, arms tech, durable. Oh, here's another one. So it's like this one. Is this one going to give you, like, vendor discounts or something like that? I don't know. It's really weird. Armor pen. There's weapon again. Armor pen. Weapon. Armor pen. Armor pen. So those are all the same. I mean, I could literally just sit on that vendor and keep buying them until we see all the combinations, but I have a feeling like they're just not all in the game yet. So we'll have to wait for another build of the test server to maybe get a better look at exactly how that works and what it's going to look like. But the windows that they do have done, I'm very, very happy with. I really like this new, like this little setup right here that actually shows you the side-by-side and all that. The other thing that we can look at here real quick, as I mentioned at the start of the video, is the fact that there's going to be different sets for the first time ever, as far as I'm aware. So I can actually come over here to that's an operative equipment. We'll go to the sniper one. So you can actually see here, here's all the different sets. So you can see here, escape artist, foothold, parlay, targeters, probe tech, as I'm just kind of going down the list, quick tinker, repositioning, the slow road, and then there's also neutral sets over here as well. There's another vendor that has just neutral ones. But just to, again, kind of show you some of these. So for Escape Artist, it says, and this is only a 4-piece set. And again, that's another change. You'll have both 2, 4, and 6s. But Flashbang now heals all allies nearby for a small amount and resets the cooldown of countermeasures. Established Foothold is, while entrenched, you build stacks of entrenched offense, increasing damage by 1% per stack, while your remaining entrenched stacks up to 5 times. Breaking cover or entrenched being removed removes this. And again, you can see there's like a power stat on it and that kind of stuff. If we scroll down to, what was Parlay? Killing an enemy within 3 seconds of damaging them with takedown resets the cooldown of takedown and gives you a 5% damage buff. This stacks up to 3 times, lasts 10 seconds. So I think people will really be just looking at these sets and being like, all right, how do I want to play this character? Because it's going to be very different than how we have it now. The other thing that BioWare has said is once you have a set, you don't have to get it a second time. It's going to be very legacy friendly, which is going to be very, very cool. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably going to go ahead and do it for this video. Like I said, this is just a very early look at these new systems. I wanted to try and get something out to you guys just to show you kind of what's going on. And so far, I'm pretty happy with what they're doing. I'd love to hear what you have to say, so please leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts and feelings about amps and tactical items and just the new armor sets in general? I do have a few more videos that I'm going to release regarding some of this 6.0 preview stuff, so look forward to those videos down the road. But that's going to go ahead and do it, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you all so much for watching. Everybody keep playing, have fun, and we'll see you next time.